Today on the leather we have one of my products that I made. It's a Slo-match. It's basically just a tube with a piece of cotton rope put in it. And to make it work, you run it out, you have one end charred, get a spark in it and it'll create an ember. This doesn't burn, it just creates an ember, and then you put it in your tinder ball and blow the ember up into the tinder ball to ignite the tinder ball. Then you can pull this back down, cap it off with your finger, and put it out for the next time. There's usually enough rope on here to make many fires if you have your tinder ball set up correctly. Now, this one's already made, but we have some here. Here's another sort. This is using lamp wick, the 1/8" lamp wick. And I like using 6mm rod. You can use cartridge cases with the bottom of the brass cut off and pull it up through, and use any cotton rope. You'd have to find a size to fit. This is 1/8" lamp wick. I pulled 2 up through a 6mm tube. These are titanium, so I pre-cut them. It come in a 10" stick, so I cut 3 of them and 1" one for the short one. Here's another. This was all made from about an 18". These two are made from an 18" piece of this rope. This is 1/4" cotton 3-strand rope, and I kind of made an assumption when I ordered it that it would fit in here. Well, it might, but I wasn't going to fight it through. So what I did was cut it and pulled 18 inches off. Cut 18 inches off and then took 1 strand out. And that's what this one is 2 strands of the 3-strand rope up in here, and this is the 3rd strand that I reverse twisted into another rope with did the cordage twist on it and pulled it up through. This one hasn't been charred, and we're going to ignite it later using this. It will light it. There's a kind of a trick to doing it. You don't have to have it charred, but it sure makes life easier if it is. Now to make this, you start out with your tube. You can use 1/4" 6mm. Copper works really nice, or brass even. I like titanium, so I decided to do some in titanium. I didn't have one, so now I have several. But you take your length of cotton rope, however you want to do it, and to keep it from unraveling, I'll tie a knot. You can wrap it, tape it, do whatever, but I just usually tie a knot. I want that much cord through there. Okay, we get the knot tied. Take your friend and cut it. And then on this, I'll untie this one. You take 1 strand of this rope out. If you have a slightly bigger than 1/4", you'll have to test your rope before you do this, because if it fits, great. This don't fit, but it's what I have, so I'm making it work. Take 1 strand out of it. Keep that strand of rope because you can use it on your other one. Okay, you've got that. Now tie a knot in the other end so it don't untwist. Pull it tight. Make sure you twist this back up. It'll make it a lot easier to get it up through the tube. Okay. Once you have that, you twist with the twist of the rope when you're pushing it up the tube. Otherwise, you're going to have a lot of grief. Make sure all the burrs are out of the tube after you cut it, because they won't help you any. Stick it in there. You can also wrap it with a piece of light cord or thread around it and pull it up through, but I find this is just as easy. And that's this is about the fit that you want. You want it to be able to slide, because if it's that's why I took the 3rd strand out. It was too thick. Even if I got it in there, it wouldn't slide easily, so it'd kind of make it a turd to use. Then you char this end, get it charred a bit, pull it down through, and to snuff it, you put your finger over it. This is tight enough that air won't really get up in there to keep the ember going. That'll put your ember out. That's how you make a Slo-match. Now we're going to get into using a Slo-match. This is the one that I've done with a single strand. This is my old piece of crap fire steel, so we're going to use it. I'm just trying to burn it up, but it's a really hard fire steel, so it don't spark as easy as some of the other ones. And in practice I use one that's harder to use. That way if I have to, the easier ones that I've got that I really like, it just makes it easier to start a fire. If you're used to using the hard ones, or something that's a harder thing to do, when you have to have it, stress is on, everything like that, it just makes it easier. You can see it's already, there it is. It chars it up. The sparks are hot enough, it'll char it, and then it'll ignite it. So you'll have to do it several times to get enough sparks and char going to keep an ember going. But once you burn basically what looks like the mop end off of it, there you go. And that's all it is. And to push a little more out, you just twist it up. That's what you use to ignite your tinder ball.